it's just that, just don't forget that you're down, don't forget that you're gloomy, and it's just like,
and don't forget you're not good enough, and don't forget you're never going to make it, and don't forget you can't study, and don't forget all the other things.
What perpetuated from the grief of Cherie losing her, they'd come back on top of that and just going, and don't forget what your dad said, you're dumb and you're stupid and you're going to amount to nothing. And it was just like, so they'd come back, so the old programming would come back. Well,
that was never dealt with, really, was it? I mean,
no, not majorly.
Let's talk about it. That was never dealt with.
No.
And any program that's never dealt with will sometimes come back when a trauma hits.
Yes.
It'll just add on to the trauma.
Exactly,
and go on from there.
Yeah.
So all of those things, what we found in the men's group as we do the processes that men's group do, is that it's all about how can I be a better man? How can I be a better man for my partner? How can I be a better man for myself? Which is the priority, really, I believe, for any man, is to be better for himself.
True.
So tell us now, you got through that time, you met Donna, and now you've started up something called the Dream Guards.
The Dream Guards, it's absolutely amazing. Well, you see, I still had suicidal thoughts when I met Donna.
Yeah.
But there's a few things that I just wanted, and one thing was just like that always stood with me was this message here, and people were telling me, just it's okay, you're enough, just I am enough.
Yeah.
Say that, I am enough. And it's just be you and believe in yourself.
Yeah.
And so when I brush my teeth and I shave, I look at that and it's just like, it's an affirmation. It's just like, be me and believe in myself.
Yes.
And then I went, right, okay. And then I had to defrag what was in my mind. And then I had to reprogram and then reboot with a different mind. I mean, if you want change, you have to literally change. So I had to unbelieve the negative programs so I could re-dream and live my dreams.
So for you, it was really important to defrag, live your dreams, find out what it is you really want to do.
Yeah, that's right.
And that's where the Dream Guards
That's right, and that's when Donna came in, because Donna came into my life, and then I heard Donna's story, it's a massive, powerful story, and then it was just like, wow. When my beautiful wife was 7 years old, she witnessed her father stab her mother in the back with a knife when she was 7 years old, and then witnessed her brother
and then
pull the knife out, and then foster care for 13 foster homes and 13 schools, and
so you two have come together, and what you've developed is a fantastic program called the Dream Guards, and you utilise that Dream Guards program to go to schools, and what do you teach the children at school?
Well, we teach the children now, we've got this little sign here, like our universal sign for stop, it's peace. And so this is only a small one here. I doubt we'll be able to zoom into that much, but you can get onto our DreamGuard website, which is dreamguards.com.au. But the universal sign language for stop is to put your hands up, stop. And that's what we say to them, stop.
Yeah.
Okay, which becomes an anchor there as well. So you'll see your hands stop. And that's like stop domestic violence, stop being nasty to yourself, stop negative self-talk, stop it's not okay to bully. All right. So with the 5 fingers, Donna come up with a great acronym where each finger has a letter, and the letters spell out the word peace. So it's P-E-A-C-E.
Yeah.
So when you put your hand up now, we get people to go peace, and then they'll remember that. P stands for protect yourself and be powerful. Just with your shoulders back and your chin up. Do you know you're less likely to be picked on or bullied because you're showing yourself.
And these are good things for men too.
Yeah.
I mean, there's good things
for
men. And,
totally.
And I guess you take it on as well.
No, I share this with men and myself all the time as well, but basically for men as well. This is all totally for sure. These are great anchors to set in. And if any men out there are having problems, just feel free to put your hands up to yourself and say it to your mirror and talk to yourself. Talk to the monkeys and let the warrior come out and go, stop. It's not okay, this negative self-talk.
Because there is a warrior within all of us, isn't there?
Within each and every one of us. We were born warriors,
doesn't matter how far down we go, there's an opportunity and the possibility of coming back up.
Oh, you can still awaken the warrior because it's innate in you. And these tools and weapons are with you.
And that's Joseph Campbell was a guy who wrote a book, The Hero of a Thousand Faces, which is all about the hero's journey. And most of the films, the Star Wars films, all the films that are out there about the hero's journey, going out, discovering, having traumas, discovering things, going out to get the Golden Fleece or the Holy Grail or whatever it might be. All of those things are about men setting out and women setting out to conquer their fears.
Exactly, yeah.
Reach their goal.
Yeah.
And bring the goal back
to
their families, their communities. And in a way, that's exactly what you're doing.
Exactly.
You know, through the adversity that you had, it seems like you and Donna have come together and you've created a beautiful bond together. And you're now taking the energy of what you've learned and what you've grown from out into the community, to the schools, to meet other people who've going through adversity and say, come on, you can raise yourself up from there.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's what Donna and I are doing. We're saying, look, if we can, you can. Like we are just like you, and you like us know that there is a warrior innate in you. And when you let people know these warriors, and I think once you unleash the warrior, what I've worked out, then it's acknowledging the masks that we wear.
Yes.
And which are the monkeys and the masks. Yep. And these are all the traits, you know, like, as you say, Star Wars, or even Frodo, and all these, which is a lot of the masks are fear, and it's grief, the grief mask, the fear mask, the victim, and then address it.
Yes, and that's one of the things we really talk about in the men's group.
Oh, cool.
Is the masks that we wear.
Oh my God,
how those masks affect us, and how it stops us from feeling, and it stops us from being present with our partner and communicating.
Oh my God, so true. Well, I think it's because we've lost most of the time, and what I worked out is I lost my love.
Yes.
I lost love for me.
Yes.
And then I was wallowing in pity and self-hate and sorrow and the victim trampoline. You know, I was bouncing so high, but forgot about the laws of gravity, that no matter how high you go on the victim trampoline, you've got to come down, right? Yeah. And so I lost my love, and then I was expecting it to come back to me, yet I couldn't give it. So one of my greatest things I like doing as a warrior, and trust me, if you do this one thing, and if you do it for 21 days straight, your life can just transform. I was so cool. Look into your eyes in the mirror when you wake up in the morning, right? Don't look at the facade, all right? This is just a vessel. Don't look at the facade. Look into the eyes of the warrior, which is you. And look into your eyes. Say your name. So I go, Michael, I am love. I love you. And say that 3 times to yourself. Yeah. I am love. I love you. And then say it 3 times to the people in your house, to your wife, your spouse, your dog. And if you're living by yourself and you want to say it to somebody that's here or gone, and you've got a picture of them, say, I am love. I love you 3 times. And then when you leave your house, to go to work, to go to any job or a vacation or wherever you go, every day, go for a walk, just go out there into the ether, into the universe, and with your vibrational energy, just go, I am love, I love you, and let that go. Yeah. And that starts sinking in, and you start waking up in the morning with love, man, self-love. And then your self-chatter starts to become nice. Because if you don't, I'd hate you to talk nasty to me. Yeah. And I'd probably lose you as a friend if you did, or anybody. If they started talking nasty to me, I'd be going, I'm sorry, I don't want you in my proximity. Yet, most men are okay with talking to themselves that way. It's like, whoa, no.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So once we get that love back, and then the chatter starts to change. Yeah. And the monkeys go, he's just being nice to himself. He doesn't need us. No, we don't need. The warrior's awoken.
Yeah. And it's said that there's, through our life, in our early childhood, we get, somewhere between 10 and 50 no's compared to 1 yes.
Yeah.
We get so many negatives compared to 1 I love you.
Yeah.
Right? Because we're children and we don't know how to behave, and we're looking to see what the adults are doing often.
That's right.
So, and we're following their lead, but what they might be doing is maybe not what they ought to be doing, and then there's going to be problems for us as well.
That is the total problem, especially for the first 7 years of our lives, as Bruce Lipton says, right? Yeah. For the first 7 years of our life, we're actually operating at a theta state, all right? So if you go and get a new phone from Apple Store and you start shaking it and just going, it's broken, it's not working, I can't hear any music, some 6-year-old's going to come up to you and just go, mister, you've got to put music in it to hear it. You've got to put the music in it. I'm just going, yeah, but I can't send any texts or anything. Mister, you've got to put the program in it before you can send anything. So it's just a vessel, like you are when you're born. Yeah. And so when you're born, you're actually in a theta state, right? Because we're now sponges for our hard drive, which is here. And so we're taken on as a theta state, which is a hypnotic state, which is, you know, David, yeah? And so we're looking at what's mum doing. We're getting programmed. What's mum doing? What's dad doing? What's our siblings doing? What is our proximity and our community doing? Just going to go, all right, we're going to soak that up with sight, sound, taste and feel and touch. We're taking on all our senses to lock it in our hard drive.
Yeah.
These are the programs. So the problem is, though, if the programs are negative, we are taking on the same negativity as the person from the programs.
Yeah.
So, you know, and this is the problem with people, you know, so they're a product of their environment.
Yes.
And then they're going to wallow and jump on the victim trampoline from that environment for the rest of their life. I'm this way because my dad, because my mum, because he, she, they.
Yeah. They forget they got the warrior. That's
right. Well, the warrior is programmed out of them.
Yeah.
The warrior is just squished down, you know, like, I overcame that and I found my warrior, right? We said that in the first, until the death of Cherie, and then my warrior got crushed again.
Yes.
All right, and then the monkeys kept him in a glass with alcohol and put a lid on it and just went, let's keep the warrior there. Let's just keep him, let's hibernate him in alcohol so he can just stay there for a while, you know? It was not until I took the lid off, drained the alcohol, got rid of the alcohol, that I was able to free the warrior again, you know?
Yep.
So if you free yourself from the substance that you think you need and actually find yourself, and so this is socialism, you've got to talk to your friends and hang out with friends. You've got to talk to yourself. You've got to give yourself self-love and say, I love you more. All right? Don't worry about anybody else. I mean, you'll get it once you give it to yourself. And then you need sunshine. We've got to get sun on our face and sun on our eyes. We need that. That's very important. And then you also must have vitamin E, omega-3 is a very, very important thing that I found, especially with depression, omega-3. It actually puts the myelin back on the synapses, which goes from the left to right hemisphere of the brain, which is getting quite technical now, but try and get yourself some omega-3. I find that was a really good, natural, healthy talk for me.
So, anything that you would say to guys that obviously you found with working with other guys that was good for you because you could express yourself and that helped, and then you met Donna and that helped more, and now you've given back and that's helped more.
Yeah.
For yourself, I mean, you're going to stay with the men's group tonight, so you'll experience that for the first time.
That'll be cool. I'm looking forward to it, yes.
Yeah, which is great. Maybe there's one thing that you would say to any man that relates to you, that you found to be the best thing for you over all this time, that really, whether it was a word, a book, or anything at all, that you said, okay, that really made a difference in my life. Was there anything like that?
Oh, wow, yes. One person, Dr. Wayne Dyer. Okay, like Dr. Wayne Dyer, anything of his, he's written 40 books, and every single one of them, you can... Oh man,
there's stuff in there,
if you can immerse yourself in there, and all the stuff comes back to self-love. So you've got to please just be kind to yourself. Be kinder to yourself. I mean, that's what. Once I've done that, it's just like, oh, wow, yeah,
fantastic.
Man, soldier up.
Thank you, Michael.
Hey, thank you.
Pleasure to have you
here. Appreciate
here.
it. Thanks, man.
Thank you.
Thank you.